linkage can be established using 5 theories, and we're going to go over all these 5 theories in a moment. I am going to hold off on questions for just a little bit, and then before we move on to the next phase, I'll look and see if we have questions that cover compensation, and I will answer those. Okay, so let's go to the first theory of a case in terms of proving this third element of linkage. Okay, so the first theory of the case is direct service connection. This is the one that's used most often, and that's where a veteran merely has to prove, or not merely, I'm sorry, this is very hard to do. The veteran has to prove that their current disability is directly linked to that incident, to something that happened in service. So here are a couple of brief examples. Perhaps the most easiest example is one that did occur in combat. So if a veteran was in combat, and at the time they witnessed his buddies getting shot during combat and shot and killed, and the veteran is now living with PTSD as a result, well, there you have your direct service connection, because you can show that there was an incident in service, which is witnessing his buddies get killed. You can show the current condition, PTSD, and now we have direct service connection to show the linkage. There's another way you can show direct service connection, and that is, let's say a veteran developed a chronic ulcer that began during her service. So if we look in her military service records, and there's a note in the military service records that the veteran developed an ulcer, and then we can see after she was discharged that that ulcer turned into a chronic condition, then we have direct service connection. The second theory of the case that we can use is called aggravation. Aggravation is just like it sounds. Well, every veteran, before they go into the military service, is going to be given an entrance examination.